Oh, nope, there we go. Now the recording started. Alright. We are back with Disco. Oh, you know what? Before I actually click into the game, I actually forgot to make this announcement. Those watching the VOD, you could ignore this part. Yep, I have everything caught up now. So you should have Metal Gear Solid, the first few parts of Disco, and the first part of Ninja Gaiden 3. I haven't been able to do any episodes yet of Metal Gear. I should be doing that starting tomorrow, which is good, hopefully. I'll have the rest of Ninja Gaiden and Disco up soon. Also, I have been weighing my options, and I'm gonna be really honest. I realize something. We are going to be probably slammed for certain things. So I realize we probably won't be seeing AC6 for a while to finish it off because, like I said, I have plans to do a new playthrough with the patch 8 for Baldur's Gate 3. I plan to do a full playthrough of KCD 2 again when Hardcore comes out. We got Claire Obscure. Like, we have a lot that should. Because I swear to God, we're going to see Baldur's Gate 3's patch 8 this month. I have a feeling we will. I don't know why, because I feel like we're about to see KCD's 2s. I know for a fact they said it was either April, maybe even next month, but we'll see. But I'm pretty sure they said it was in April. We should see hardcore mode. So, I don't know. I feel like we'll have a chance to see Baldur's Gate 3, but I'm just guessing. But in the end, like, I realize there's some games I'm not going to be able to kind of do like I've promised. I might have to hold off. Because I've realized even though there's not much coming out this month, I'm expecting maybe those patches and stuff. So we'll see where the wind goes. But I figured I'd make that because I forgot about that. But anyway, other than that, let's get into the game. We now have those goddamn Union guys. So let's take a look at our journal. Alright. Oh yeah, all the checks. Okay. We gotta call Alice back. So we'll probably do that first. I guess we could go back to Kuno real quick. Oh yeah, we'll also go. Let's actually send the body first. Yeah, we'll also go lie about that. Alright, those apartment complexes too. Okay. We should definitely talk to some people and stuff.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real?
Yeah, might as well pay.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow. Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
It's not a shaker. It's nothing. He's holding nothing. It is but an imitation.
Man, you don't gotta be a dick about it, man.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No, Do you know why? That's right, I'm the cafeteria manager. I'm glad we cleared that.
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
No,
Like what?
I'll fight about it.
Absolutely out of the question.
You can't stop me.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit. Your body is ready, sire.
Oh, I bet it is.
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
That is the most wildest take I've seen, but that is hilarious.
The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
It's on the phone
The
line.
manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later.
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them.
Uh-oh.
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover.
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
More important than a missing expedition? I don't know. Expeditions often lead to something interesting.
Oh,
Scientist?
yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
The lieutenant sounds unimpressed.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
The quality of research at Revacholian universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic elite.
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
Tell me more.
But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them? I doubt it, sweetie. The traps aren't big enough for humans to get caught in them. They're for the insect. Anyway.
Yes, please. Some science fiction is exactly what's needed right now. Spice up that vanilla murder investigation.
Yeah, let's help
Are
out.
you sure we have time to go chasing after bug hunters just now? I did suggest we play it cool, but
A premonition that this missing scientist connected to our case? Yeah.
I sincerely doubt it. Still, I suppose it won't hurt to keep an eye out.
Yeah, come on, Kim.
Thank
Have
you,
a little adventure in
officers.
you, buddy.
Truly, I'll be right here if you come across any sign of Morel. Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin. Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
You know what? I want to confirm how much time passes. It seems like certain dialogue passes more time. I'm just kidding. Mhm. So apparently, time does not pass while you are simply exploring the world or standing around. Time advances when you engage in dialogue or interact with objects that prompt a dialogue box. Each time you choose a response or click continue in a conversation, the in-game clock typically advances by 10 or 15 minutes. Reading books or case files is another way to pass time quickly. Reading a book or case file in your ledger will advance the clock by 30 minutes. Really? Additionally, sitting on benches can help pass time, but this method is only effective when Kim is not with you. The time stops advancing around. Oh wait, what? Time stops advancing around 2 a.m. until you go to sleep. You can technically stay up indefinitely without the clock advancing past the point. These mechanisms allow you to manage your time effectively as you progress through the game's narrative and quests. Holy fuck! What? Okay, that's actually kind of cool. I did not realize that. Huh. Am I limited on time? I actually am curious about that. The game allows you to experience up to 10 in-game days, in which new areas open up, characters move around, and events continue. You can play through the game at your own pace, whether you shoot or savor every detail. And so some characters should disappear, they said. Interesting. This might be a good time then. Maybe. So we kind of got our investigation on a good pace this time. So maybe now, I like what I'm doing here. I will go ahead and try to talk to more people this time, but still the same thing. I think I'm gonna look around here, ignore those guys for a bit, turn in the body, get some information, and then we'll go back into the journal, kind of have a bit of an idea of what to do. We'll go from there. Okay. Interesting. I like this. This is good to know, because now this kind of gives me help. Like, I wasn't thinking we were limited on days, but I figured I'd check. But that's cool to see, like, there's technically 10 days total, and I'm assuming after 10 days, just nothing else will change. Like, I'm sure there's, like, a hard cap on what events change. So, that's good to know, actually.
You can't go around Revachol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find her husband, you'll need more concrete information.
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, just in case. We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
I hope I've been useful. Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating, but I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
I want to hear it.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but...
Ah yes, Phasmatodia, a diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing. Ghost insects, colloquially.
Where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
I knew it. We're gonna be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists.
Hey, Kim, buddy. Like, I could just imagine putting my hand on his shoulder. Like, buddy, come on. Have a little adventure once in a while.
It's not made up, officer. I can assure you. It's simply elusive, so much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
Is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
Is it valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
Does it have cool powers?
Yes. It can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it's stayed hidden all these years. Centuries, even.
That's not special at all. Of course it blends in. Most insects do. You don't even have to be a stick insect for that.
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping. Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insulindian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Enthusiasm has wiped the worry from her face. Her eyes sparkle behind her glasses.
I suppose I have something of a personal connection to the Insulindian phasmid. All scientists have their little hobby horses. Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special. Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
Let's... Oh, do I have anything for suggestion?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
It's searching. Just some Gary's as loyal as they come.
Fuck, and time still advances.
Please.
Thank you, sweetie. I'm awfully sorry to impose on you.
Oh, God, I hate that. Okay. We'll interact with this stuff too soon. Here we go. Ah. All right.
Oh, hello, dear. I didn't notice you at first.
You're an enthusiastic idiot, but you're still an idiot.
We don't have time for Cryptozoology 101.
Damn it. I tried. Alright. This back on. At least we kind of have an idea. Wait! I want to try something.
Oh, hello, dear. I didn't notice you at first.
Oh, yeah, okay, so I guess because technically... Oh, wait. Could I have actually not used the clothes? Like, could I have done it... Basically what I'm getting at is, should I have done it first and then put... Oh, you know what? Let me confirm this. Dave has played this. See if he remembers. Alright, anyway. Oh, I can't really talk to him. Kim, how are you?
Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
No response. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
Okay.
Try work, the case at hand. It can work miracles. Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
Probably.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted? Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide. I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically. They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Yes, but containers contain things, shiny things. They're interesting. He simply nods.
I wonder if that was me. Alright, so we will talk to them later. Alright. Alright, yeah, so let's call in medical to dispose the body.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside.
All right. I can drive him to processing today, no problem, since we stalled with this. But this does mean I will be gone for the rest of the day.
Okay.
Work on the case, tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this.
Got it.
This means Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave until tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, you're free to do side tasks and even the main case. Though, it might be more difficult. If you have nothing to do, read books or sit on the bench on the plaza.
I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands. I'll take...
Alright, so never mind. We're not going to call the station. Should have called them first. Shit. You know what? There's a reason why I haven't done any safe skimming stuff. You know what? This is actually pretty good. I can probably talk to some people on my own, get a general idea of certain things. Yeah, you know what? This is a nice break from the main case, because obviously... Here's what I would consider part of the main case. We could probably look into the smoker by ourselves. Talk to the rich people. We don't need to do that one. Take the passage. I'll have to do that tomorrow. Yeah, I can read the ledger. Yeah, so honestly, as long as I don't talk to those guys, because I'm sure they'll be there tomorrow, most of them. So this is a lot different than what I remember doing. Ah, shit. Oh boy. All right.
It's the lead. Oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the back. It's just toilet, still wet. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse, handwritten logs on dozens of There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your... The notebook is annual. It says 51 on what remains of its cover. A molten... You don't exactly close them. An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. Looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility outside the right circumstances. It is similar to the RCM watermark on your blazer the lieutenant mentioned. Didn't he say something about the headlights of his motor carriage? That you should turn them on and get in front of those headlights. See what happens. There may be information on there. A halogen watermark, he called it. It'd be nifty if you found something that way, wouldn't it? The arson, petty theft. There is. Once all the tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. Your things to be done. and things already done. This would be a good time to finally name the case. If only Lieutenant Kitsuragi were here, so you could coordinate. No use naming it like a fan of girls.
Yep. Okay,
the
I remember
checkered
that.
papers drop. You don't exact. It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Which one do you want?
Let's
Not
revisit
much has
these later.
changed.
Yeah, because then that way I can kill time, so that's good to know. I don't think... I could probably sell. We'll see. Okay. Oh, I highlight shit again. Whoa, wait. Oh, I guess I'm not used to fully zooming out and seeing like the shadow parts.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything. Could this be why Morel hasn't returned to Lena? The waterlock control panel doesn't make for much of a partner, but yeah, why not? You should probably tell Lena. It'll take...
True. Could I...
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. The sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open, and thus out of... Judging by the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle. These look like the same tire tracks I saw earlier, in front of the whirling rags.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, hopefully this isn't like our car.
Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at 35 kilometers an hour.
Damn.
The black marks on the roof indicate that the vehicle vaulted from the crater to the roof of the shack. The panel served as a takeoff ramp. The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Then,
oh, shit.
the sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal. The Samaran butter billboard still looks freshly painted, suggesting it took the plunge recently, within the past 72 hours. Still speeding, the vehicle made a loop and vanished into the fog along the coast. There are two good candidates, the Caprice 40 and the Linear G22. It's about the right size, and the tire marks look like they came from the skinny tires frequently found on that motor carriage. The Caprice 40 is a very popular model, with bank clerks, topping pie delivery drivers, secondary school teachers, cops, strippers dressed as cops, undressed strippers.
Huh?
Very sturdy but light motor carriage. More likely than most to survive that jump. The Linear G22 is not a particularly popular model due to its peculiar proportions, which the manufacturer's design team probably thought about for too long. You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure. Rigorous self-critique.
Yes!
Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will. That's right. These are not flights of fancy. These are Real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And, above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
Holy fuck. Int and physical red check, no, PSY, that's purple. That's, shit. Forget what that one is. Red check failures, heal +1 morale. Oh, good. Okay, okay. That's for int. Oh, no. Okay. And then psychology. Yeah, thank you. That's what it was. Yeah. So, psychology. The FYS, I believe, is physical. And motor. Red check failures, heal +1 health. Okay, cool. The learning cap for pain threshold raised to 6. Wow, these are really good, actually. That's really good. No choices here. Damn, look at how high pain threshold now got. Oh yeah, psyche. That's right. The fact that it's PSY for psyche and PHY for physique, I think that's what's throwing me the fuck off. Because I'm like, because I feel like PSY could still be kind of in an acronym for physical, and I think that's what just threw me off. Because I would probably still think about that, but it's not, you know, because it's got to be phy. I'm just stupid. We only have 1 point right now, so I think I'll hold off, but I'm gonna double. I need to look this up. I actually don't know the difference. Both endurance and pain thresholds are important skills for this different. Endurance measures players' general stamina, health, ability to ignore or manage physical detriment. It's checked when the character fails a different physique skill check and is almost never actively checked. Failing a pain threshold check usually results in 1 point of health damage. A higher pain threshold allows the player to experience harmful events without taking a hit to their health, reducing the chance to... Oh, it's exactly what I thought it was then. Okay. So basically, endurance maxes the HP bar, giving you longer chances of living. But pain threshold reduces the damage. So there's even a chance maybe if I fail a physical check, I'll probably have ones that make me lose, say, 2 points of health. So I'm assuming pain threshold can reduce the 2 points to 1 point, or anything that's a 1 point to 0. Okay. Huh. I'm still gonna hold on to my points, but this is good. Because, of course, I can use the points on certain stats if I want to try my luck on stuff again, which, so far, this I definitely need for morale. Like the suggestion thing, I'll wait till I get something else, unless I really have nothing else to do. I think for sure we'll put stats into this. I think, depending on certain situations, if I need more health, I'll gladly get more endurance, but I think I'm fine for right now. But maybe I'll do pain threshold a bit more, depending. I do want to go more into these. Okay. So we'll need to do something else to remove this then.
The crumpled salmon butter billboards.
Yeah, because I thought that those were chains for a second, but they're not. Interesting. Alright. Well, at least that explains shit. And then...
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffiti.
Jesus Christ. Maybe I'll buy a book. I'll talk to Kuno about that armor. Oh! Can't I go up there? Later.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it?
You know the
Kuno
armor?
doesn't give a shit about the armor. That fucking had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. Do you remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh, wait, what?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
Oh, this kid, man.
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates. Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the boots and the jolly smile.
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you, loser pig. Kuno's doing pity now.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is all.
Your test. Get lost. Kuno doesn't.
I wonder if this could have also affected because of how we talked to Kuno. Yeah, let's go mention this to her. I might look into a book. I'll go to the bookstore and see what's what. Yeah, we'll talk to them later. I have a good feeling we won't miss anything with these guys.
Oh, hello, dear. I didn't notice you at first. Oh, my. What happened to the water lock? Oh, sweetie, if it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Welcome.
Listen, sweetie, I hate to ask, but if your investigation happens to take you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
Of course.
The quest for knowledge is never over.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Ah, so when you get other bonuses, it Okay, here's my test now. This is it. This is it.
Oh,
Okay.
hello, dear.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
No, you don't have any new winning.
Okay, now.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Nope. Okay. So. Huh.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
0. Okay. And so.
Oh, hello, dear. There
I
you are
wonder.
again.
I wonder if they didn't let me do it is because we already tried it with 2 suggestion. I wonder if that could have been the case. Okay. Trying this now.
There's
Okay,
really no
that was
point
worth
in
the save
manipulating
scum just to
anyone.
test out.
She'd be
I think I
only
got
too
an
pleased
idea.
to tell you about her work.
Maybe if I had waited,
Go
that
on
would have
and ask.
changed.
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too. Yes, it's the kind green ape. Half war story, half undiscovered species in the genus Homo. Yes, it was reported by soldiers in South Safra during the war. The kind green ape would visit bunkers during the night, healing wounded soldiers with its saliva. Yes, it has amazing healing qualities. Some soldiers reported growing back limbs, regaining their sight. Indeed, there is. It's our closest relative among the cryptids. Same taxonomic family, different genus. Which is to say, the kind green ape is a species with which we share a common ancestor, and that evolved parallel to our own. Just like your partners.
I think there's a name for that. Racist.
I didn't mean to imply that Saelites are in any way inferior to us. In some ways, they are superior. Every species has its advantages and disadvantages.
Okay, I feel like that was a little bit... Because I don't know, I was feeling like I was insulting Kim with the first one. Second one sure is defending, but I feel like she's not trying to imply that. And the third one, I guess, kind of helps in a way.
The kind green ape, too, is in some ways superior to us. Such kindness as it is demonstrated is not common among humans. Granted, kindness may not be an evolutionary advantage.
What's the
That
biggest?
would be the giant of Kokonur. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes. Mirage or psychogenous luminance. No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision. The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable. That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur Desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Gravity anomaly? Digging it. Digging this parascientific stuff right here.
Oh damn! I was like looking through my my Prime Gaming stuff, and I forgot I can get the Old Blood on Xbox. Can I still? Oh, until April 21st. Okay, good. I was like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that. I'm just trying to see my notification. Oh, there. Oh wow, there's a Marcus Red thing I did not. Cool. All right, anyway.
Cryobacter catlensis. Yes, a unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kutla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago. Bacterial colony Mijanu found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate, certainly from before recorded history. Mijanu disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study, no doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life.
Being alive is terrible. You're preparing for the end times.
Mijanu did talk about the end of the world a great deal before her abrupt departure. Everyone thought the bacteria had driven her mad, but she really was a brilliant woman. Maybe the Cryobacter catlensis allowed her to see something no one else could. The gnome of Jeroma.
I can only just imagine it's a gnome. You've been gnomed.
Oh, yes. None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue. It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and an ungainly little thing. Quite scary to look at.
I can't imagine a fucking poisonous fucking gnome, dude.
A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it.
Yo, we need a horror director to make a movie. Literally name it The Gnome of Jeroma. That'd be fucking weird.
It still took the Gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die. Alas, no. And the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom.
What the fuck?
Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
Alas, always alas, and then it was gone. Isn't that overly convenient?
Yeah.
Sure, a perfectly good explanation. It dissolved in its own venom. Go on then. Ask about more gnomes or whatever.
I love that both my logical side and probably Kim both would be fucking dissing me right now. I love that I was willing to ignore my logic and myself is like, fine, do whatever the fuck you want. It's not like we're, you're technically a genius, but you like this make believe shit. Go ahead. I think it was such a good idea to play the fucking smart guy route. This is gonna be interesting.
What an interesting question. And the answer is yes, there are. The call de Mama d'Aqua, or thin whisper of sound. And that's precisely what it seems to be. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. It's very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
Call de Mama d'Aqua can also be translated as a whisper light and low.
That is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt
Kim
because
leaves
they
us
were
for 1 minute and
preoccupied
here we
with
are.
impressing their professors, nearly drove it to extinction. They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mama d'Aqua's.
Psst. They cancel each other out.
Exactly.
Huh.
And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population. After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Koltamama-Dakwa population anywhere. Yes, that's another translation. They're both quite lovely, aren't they? Although the low part is a little ironic. The Koltamama-Dakwa makes, or rather is, such a high-pitched sound that other animals, including humans, can't hear it. It could be everywhere all of the time, and we wouldn't know. Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory.
Could it be around?
It could be. As I said, it could be everywhere. And we wouldn't know any better. It could be ringing all the days of our lives and nights. Plenty. It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 20s, a group of Areopagi ornithologists, that is, scientists who study birds, were trying out a new recording technology for capturing sounds outside the range of human hearing. When playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ea mountain range, they noticed certain anomalies, patterns that seemed random at first, but on closer examination were consistent with the waveforms of songbirds. The scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest pitched bat calls. They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it the Koltamama-Dakwa, after the Paracanassian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very silent.
Ow.
They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some of them. Sequester, Time, Joscan, those are but some of the Mama-Dakwa they followed individually. What about what? I'm glad you like them.
Can't just get enough
I'm not
about
really
this.
one to tell you about all of them. You should ask my husband if you get the chance. He's the real expert. Of course, dear.
Okay.
I'm glad you like...
Hell
It's
yeah.
clear you like the hard stuff, Brota.
What?
Lower intestine? The term is metabolic and circulatory system. Fascism, Brota.
What? Judgment. What is fascism, though?
Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revachel's problems?
Oh, wait, is this what led to... Oh, I can't remember. I guess we'll find out. Why does mostly have the 2 dots on it? Like, I don't think I've seen that before. I was like, what is fascism, though? Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. What? I thought you were my circulatory system.
Quit stalling, Bruta. We're talking about the weakest, worst, most insane thing. The weak link.
The fucking liberals?
Yes, them. But also...
I like it's like, yes, them, but also...
Women.
Okay,
Men of
yeah,
word.
I see where this is going.
You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. Woo men need to go back to the fucking kitchen.
Oh no, oh no.
That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that women need to know their place.
Wait, but I'm a feminist.
Feminists? No, it can't be. Not you. No one believes this.
I'm sorry. The O thing is fucking killing me.
Did you know you can forget thoughts? Go to your thought cabinet and forget all about feminism.
I love the tutorial agent. doesn't. I'm having some kind of stomach seizure.
Stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth.
Why am I getting this?
Because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things, you've said them many times.
Fascism sounds so bad, though. What if we called it something else, like traditionalism? Oh my fucking god! Why have I heard this before? I feel like I've heard this before.
Okay, yes, let's call it that.
Why are you doing this?
That sounds much better. Traditionalism. You like the sound of that.
Oh god.
You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, brota.
Shut the fuck up. For the glory of the Revacholian nation. I'm good.
There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your intestines, knocking on your alcohol-engorged liver.
I'm good.
It is one of betrayal and disappointment.
Nah, I'm good. I'll definitely try a more, like... I think right now I'm kind of going for a specific kind of build. Like, okay, granted, the feminist one, I couldn't really explain why I'm using this one. I don't think it really fits for the intelligence build, but I'm going with it anyway. I'm sure if something else comes along, I'll gladly drop the feminist agenda. I mean, reading these, this one's a weird one. It's -1 logic, but I'm wondering if this means I'll get a bonus into imp after it's done. That's why I thought about it. Because, I don't know, something about this, the more I read it, the more I'm wondering if this is good or not. Ace is high, definitely keeping shit compressor for reasons. This one keeping for sure. This helps a lot. But I don't know. Maybe I'll remove this and go for the Guillaume. But I kind of want to wait because we are going to get another point. Tom Holland. Okay, God. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll still hold on to it. But I may or may not drop it. We'll see. I haven't seen anything yet to use the feminist stuff on yet, so I want to wait and see. But I feel like this could be useful. But honestly, I think for sure I'll try a playthrough where I am the most just horrendous person. Oh my god. So it sounds like some things you can't put together. Because it sounds like feminist and does it actually show me in here? Like, I assume it'd be grayed out, right? Hood. Now wait, would it still be named traditionalism or would it be named fascism? Let me go by alphabetical order. There we go. Just to see. Unless maybe it's meant to be something else. Maybe I should have just accepted it to see, but oh, wait, is that the? Huh. Homosexual underground? What the fuck? Opioid receptor antagonist. God. I wonder if that would have been the nationhood, maybe. Huh. I'm not sure, but knowing, like, I remember last time we did the communist feminist one, because it worked. We didn't get far with that one, though, of course, since I stopped and went on to do other shit, but so I'm committed to this one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and build something that's almost similar with the Smarty Pants build. Like I said, so maybe I'll ditch that at least. I think so far with what we got here, it's helping me survive better. But I think for another playthrough, I would love to be the most just deplorable person, or would that be the word? Or nah, just basically be the most horrific person ever. Like, judging from what I've seen, I wonder what you can mix. Because I know there's the one with the racist big guy. You learn his shit. Then there's the communism. I would probably put feminism in that one, but I don't know if that would work because it sounds like some other stuff wouldn't work. I don't know. I would just love to see, like, a build where you could just be the most fucking just horrible human being, which I'm sure there is. It sounds like you really could be, and I love it. Like, for some of the most outrageous shit this game has, I love it. It gives it some interesting creativity. I feel like there would be some people who probably take this game too seriously. Just because of some of the shit that I have read and heard in this game so far, I can definitely tell there are some people who would probably play this game and take shit way too far in context. Did I research trashes? No. Damn, I would have loved that if, when days passed, trash cans refill and shit. Let's look at books. So let's talk to her.
Hello, sir. Step right in.
This is
Door's
really just going to
open.
be a nice little just chill exploration day. I love it.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Oh my god, I actually looked at the window, and I'm going to be honest with everyone. I did not see that. I did not even realize it's the name of the fucking store.
Books? Postcards? Easy. Even a kid would know all of this.
Yes, that's exactly it. You got it, sir. What about board games?
People's minds.
Okay, sir. This was all very enlightening. Can I help you with anything else? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
I still feel very bad.
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
That sounds like bad parenting.
The ship takes off like a silvery mosquito, unfolding its rotor blade arms. She mumbles reading, then puts down the soft cover.
Is it good?
Yes? Hello? Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
Phenomenal.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Do you need help with a policeman?
What with?
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing.
My husband? No, he's not. I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working? Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Wouldn't you like to know?
No.
You know what? I mean, maybe fair.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
It's got to be something else then. Why else would you be asking her if it wasn't?
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here. I don't even have a cockatoo. And guess what?
It's a trap. Never ever say what.
True.
Great.
Great God.
Wonderful.
What about your children?
No, absolutely not.
Where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny? They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance. No, they're at a disco, getting down. Stupid disco dancing teenagers.
They're dancing nasty.
That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Jamrock. There's nothing to worry
I'm
about.
just fucking with this woman.
They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
Alright.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough.
I love that
stained
whole
with yellow.
conversation was just
It
fucking with her,
seems
it sounded
she
like.
has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. The woman before you nods and returns.
Oh, I almost forgot. Let me put back on. Yeah. That is hilarious. Still mad at me?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, Annette. Yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again. Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? Come now, it's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research. My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
To an extent, I feel like if you're causing some shit.
Denial is the way she copes with criticism.
Yeah, she definitely does. Abolish child labor.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
How much you pay the kid?
Good, sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
Poor excuse.
Such criminal behavior would not happen in more developed countries.
Those countries will realise they've raised a lazy and spoiled generation. Are we done with the jokes now?
God.
The woman before you
I feel like
scans the
there's
store.
I feel like there's
Her
a point in
shoulders
time
rigid
she's
and
just gonna
tense.
burst, and
Every
I'm
now
gonna
and then,
love
she
it.
nudges her glasses.
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse.
She smiles and nods.
All right. Yeah, man. What do we got here? This.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise. The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundal.
Let's check upstairs. Oh, I could look into those dice. Looks like you don't even care that. Oh.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends.
They're still cool as fuck.
What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Yes.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. the sordid affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the clock tower. The ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's funeral pyre. The murder of Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen
Oh
dies?
no. Turns out he faked it to solve a case. Yes, there's
Sounds like
also
Sherlock.
the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Who is Dick Mullen?
Your attempt to grasp at the answer fails.
Fuck off.
It seems very close by.
Do I have something for reaction speed? Do.
Shelves filled to the brim with
No,
crime
you actually have to
featuring
put. Okay,
supposedly
damn.
stored.
You had to physically put a skill in. Okay, I see. So they won't let you cheese it with clothes. Wait, no, I thought you could though. Wasn't that the whole point? Yeah, I thought the whole point was you were like, cause we got the gloves, right? No, that's right. We had an item. That's right. So clothes won't matter. It's got to be an item to. That's weird though. I feel like wearing a piece of clothing should still count. All right. Well, I think we can come back to it later. Though, I thought they said these will also reset in time too, don't they? No, because I guess the mirror I can't redo right now. I could have sworn these reset also, like after a period of time, but maybe not.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
The fuck?
Next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
Oh
I
god.
really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long.
Bitch, I will look at what I want.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago, they also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms, and to the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Rivershell East. Hudon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forburg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst. It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is, north of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Rivershell Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive.
I'll buy the map.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Actually worked the way I think it will work.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the map tab.
Ah, let's go! We actually get a map! To be honest, I didn't know that. Oh, that's so cool! And they show you where fucking everyone is. That is so cool. And now I can actually see this place, and this is interesting. So, across... There's the waterfront. What is that glass building? Or, I guess that's not a glass building. So there's the docks, the apartments. Okay, so... Pretty much, we're in the waterfront right now, and it looks like across the bridge is the Fisherman's Shack. Church? Sort of merry-go-round. Wonder what that is down there. It looks like an abandoned house to the north over there. Oh, that's cool. For 90 cents, worth it.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
What?
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. These three things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services. It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, Unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place. The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying.
Huh. Alright. Well, that was lightning. Fuck you, Starkeep. Alright, let's see. Let's talk to the lady on the ship. No, I'll wait for Kim. Because once I do that red check... She's still here.
The streets will flow red once more, a great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
Pretty cool, who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Not
And
get
here
defensive.
I was trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
A brush, an artist. The red splatter is urban expressionism. The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershaw. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world.
Well, the
Have
negativity.
you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor?
Fuck you.
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mono is here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cats. And my name's not Mona, so... This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know. Summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a world-sized invitation.
Jesus.
Yeah?
You know what? Don't mind me.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
She means the opposite.
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts. Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis. I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me. Now, What do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Oh, so this is connected. Okay.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for? Talk?
Poor old lady.
What was so funny about that?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening. Ask away, policeman. Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls. The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways. If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
Damn.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
Damn. That's sad. Wait, what the hell is that? Oh, we got a book. Huh. Another broken window right here.
Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened. A great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline. Fired from the water, a straight shot into Revachol. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until it was destroyed, and they had a direct firing line. The wind blows through your hair. The sea breeze cuts around you, high on the balcony as you stare over the edge at the sea. From the eyes of a seagull, a nest of brown hair not worth the 50-foot dive. From a pedestrian on the dock, a rugged man staring out to sea, mere feet from fatality. From a guest on the balcony of the whirling in rags, a silhouette imposing enough to be seen at a distance. The waves of the Martinez Inlet roll over the fallen remains of the building. The dark waters obscure the better part of the remains. What didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. What wasn't used as scrap was thrown into the ocean. Those arches acted as support for something greater than what you see now. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was never rebuilt. A fleet, the combined armies of Occident and Grad, with Mesk volunteers, a 5-nation army, hundreds of vessels. They massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. The artillery was so powerful. The ships not only required gyroscopic stabilization, they were anchored into the ocean floor as well. Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the water, far in the northeast. Cannons still ready to placate Revachol. Coalition warship Archer can shoot 50 shells a minute on 20 co-aligned archers. They will reach the city in 58 seconds.
God damn.
Ooh,
piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are. Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil. Red-dyed heavy fuel oil is only used in government vehicles, or at least that's the idea.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock. You ain't seen nothing yet, Piggy Boo.
Why does art inspire you so much?
What is art?
Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined. Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes, disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too.
I guess I have been feeling critical lately.
Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real, living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop. Quit being so indecisive. What are you going for here? Some kind of indecisive and camp aesthetic now? Strike a bold shape here. Go art or go home.
I'm going
Exactly.
for it.
It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street, you must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world. Go ahead and provide savage criticisms, art cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna... We only have 1 point still. We're so close. You know what? Oh, I know. Does forgetting cost a skill? Oh, fucking duh. At this point, then... I mean, we're about to unlock another point anyway. Let's do it. So I don't understand, like, the little... Oh, no. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, I don't understand how the little lightning thing works, but I don't think it matters too much. We'll lose perception for a bit. Who knows? I still might forget something, but I think at this point, I'll just unlock more slots. And once I maxed out the slots, if there's something I do want to use, then I'll forget something. Nice. What the shit? What? Oh my god. So we get electrochemistry both ways, except I'll lose reaction speed if I have the genes on. I think. kind of want to keep reaction speed, honestly, so... Oh, wait, this is the coal room, right? Wait. Cindy. This... You don't think this is where the old lady sleeps, right? I wouldn't think so. But she did say it was next to the coal room. Oh, God.
Give me a moment.
Huh. I'll take it, go in there. Oh yeah, it's literally the other side. What the fuck? Interesting. Well, we found the alcohol. It has 3 uses. Oh, cool. So they actually have, like... I like that. I wish more games did something like that with, like, alcohol system, you know, like, instead of drinking the entire thing, it actually has, like, a use thing. We'll lose morale. Wait. Just in case. Alright, time for some alcohol.
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Light reflects off the green glass of the Commodore Red. The gods have been generous. Better pop it open before they change their minds. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it.
Fuck it.
There's a satisfying pop as the cork jumps out, and the hair on your back rises like an army at attention. You've been here before. Welcome back, detective. You're home now. Nothing. Some mental stuff. Nothing to be worried about. Physically, you'll be strong as an ox. A golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad
Oh, we must
things
get
are
tons of
melted.
XP if we complete
You're you again.
objective. That's cool.
Real cop. A real detective. Incredibly well done.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's an alcohol button. Alcohol gives +1 to physique skills. Physical instrument, half light, electrochemistry, endurance, pain threshold, and shivers. This is good before rolling a white check, but damages your morale. And remember,
From the void we came, and to the void we must return.
Oh, interesting. Okay. No, I'll keep that in mind. Because then I could pop this, pop a medicine. Interesting. Okay. So I'm going to assume that the Commodore Red is a temporary buff. I am going to assume that. Alright. Oh, yep, I see the alcohol sign. Okay. So it's temporary. Godwin would be proud of us.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Alright, we'll come back later for that. I want Kim with us because this could be, of course, part of the case. Interesting. Hopefully we'll get those lake pieces.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Really? Surprised like being a 6 is still low. Oh, I guess it's, oh, because 8, so, oh yeah, so it says 18. Or I guess that just, it's the impossible. I don't think that matters too much. We of course have to hit 2 6s to win. Or we'll always win. So wait, no, hold on. So what do I need? Am I hitting 18 or I don't know.
You have no clue. It's just a wall.
Damn, we rolled a 3.
So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
I do kind of want to get that other thought. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Alright. Then, when I level up again, maybe I'll put some stuff in. +1 from items. And you're sure I really can't use another item? Well, I don't have anything for it right now. Damn. Huh.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible. The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk, written on the other side.
Yeah.
With N and C scribbled backwards. That's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast, studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts. Lanky, weather-worn wooden planks. An X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the Star of Pericanasis, or the Cairo. The central symbol of the Pericanassian church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. Around the large wooden building you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty? Your money disappears into the coin slot, a clunk, the ring of metal. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost. The lenses shift, The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible, a half-sunken sea fort, its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it.
Okay. We have that book. Can I sell the bench to read? This is mostly the pastime for the thinking stuff.
You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench. Your feet ache. You finally stop picking your nose.
Shit, almost done. Okay. 19 minutes, 3 hours.
In your hands, you hold 16 Days of Coldest April by Yekatina Dahl. The cover image shows a row of concrete apartments above which span a black and white rainbow. Indeed, the book is unusually heavy in your hands, as though the cover were lined with lead. You flip through the book. The pages are thinner than you realized, and the type quite small and tightly set. It's nearly 600 pages long.
Jesus.
Real art is dense and difficult. If it didn't feel like you had to wrestle a suicidal bear to get through it, you weren't really reading. The back cover is dominated by a black and white photograph of the author. She can't be much older than her mid-30s in this photograph, and yet, from this cover, the eyes of a sad old woman stare back at you. In cold, detached prose, the author describes a scene from one of the Yugoslavia riots in the 20s. Youths overturn motor carriages and set trash cans ablaze, while heavily armored guardsmen dash in and disperse them in a flurry of baton blows. The Yugoslavia riots took place from 27 to 29. Fueled by ethnic unrest and the state's repressive tactics, these events are often seen as marking the end of a brief period of liberalization known as the Yugoslavia Spring. Like all such periods, it is frequently memorialized in art and literature. As ethnic tensions run wild, a pair of young lovers meet each other on the street. Somehow, in the middle of all the chaos, they manage to lock arms and look into each other's eyes. It would physically hurt you to keep reading. Are you sure? You've made the right life choices today, sir.
Oh, I'll come back to it. Oh my god. Why won't it? Oh, right, you have to do that.
Actual art degree.
Hell yeah.
Trite, contrived, mediocre, milquetoast, amateurish, infantile, cliché and gonorrhea-ridden peon to conformism. I fucked me. Affront to humanity. War crime. Should literally be tried for war crimes. Resolutely shit. Lacking in imagination. Uninformed reimagining of. Lip-wristed, premature, ill-informed attempt at. Talentless fuckfest. Recidivistic shit peddler. Pedantic, listless, savagely boring. Just one repulsive laugh after another.
Jesus. Hand-eye coordination and shake from anger, how shit it all is. However, conceptualization, passive heal plus 1 morale and give 10 XP. Fuck yeah, that's actually really good. I like that. Alright. Wonder, is there anything new in the store? I don't think so, but I'm kind of curious. I don't want to spend too much money, though. We're pretty poor still right now.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Yes, a little worn around the edges, but I'm pretty sure it's fully intact.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Which ones? Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the Revolution. The uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. I don't like either set very much, to be honest. But there are many parents among my customers. Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
You lying to me? I can sell it back for just a couple cents less. That's funny. Well, he says it's lucky, so maybe I'll keep it. Definitely gonna keep the pen. I don't know if I want to sell that rifle.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Traffic? I'm sorry, officer, but I don't drive. Now that I think about it, I do remember hearing a thunderous noise the other night. Some kind of powerful electric vortex hitting the shop and then moving on. Yeah, it was pretty wild. I didn't really know what to make of it, but I know it meant something.
What a shirt. All other shirts pale in the antlers on the hood of the man's cloak and his piercing blue eyes are familiar.
All right. I think. In about what time is it? 2:04. I think we'll have this kind of be a shorter episode for this game. I mean, when we come back to it, it's still gonna be the same thing. I think I'm gonna spend mostly this whole day exploring and talking to certain people, and then anything that has to do with like the murder case. I think what I'll do is then skip through time, and then we'll head to bed and all that. So let's see. I'm just trying to think here. So we have 27 real. Right. I mean, if anything, I'm sure I can sell this gun, and who knows, I could probably sell some of this stuff too. We can't really go across this bridge yet. I think we have to do everything here. So yeah, I think that will be my plan. We'll pretty much just still talk to people, do other shenanigans. I'm sure there's some stuff I can still do. And I'm sure there's enough people to talk to get more XP on stuff and whatnot. And then I can re-talk to them with him available. But I think I want to save right here. And switch screens. I think I do kind of want to wrap up the stream just kind of chilling on something today. It's just, you know, I am still kind of like a little sleepy and stuff, so that's why I felt like not doing too much Disco this time. Like I said, I'll probably do it tomorrow because I think I'm gonna try and finish Ninja Gaiden tomorrow, and we know how that's gonna go. So for those watching the VOD, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next episode, whenever it is to come, and whatever else you got planned. So until then, take care, and we'll see you later.